Hello viewers, reporting for newszimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. The Commission of Inquiry into the August 1 post-election violence has nailed the MDC as the main architect of the disturbances, although it did not conclude on who shot and killed 6 civilians during the ill-fated Harare protests. This is contained in a 1,200-page report by the Halema Mohlante-led probe team, which completed its work recently. Presenting its findings at his Munomutapa offices Tuesday, President Emmerson Mnangagwa, who was reading excerpts from the report, said the 2-month-long probe managed to establish the MDC was responsible for the violence.
The protests were pre-planned and well orchestrated, as shown, for example, by the fact that the groups arrived with containers of assortments of objects such as stones, bricks, sticks, posters, etc., which they used in their demonstrations. The protests were not limited to Harare only, but also occurred in some other urban areas, such as Gweru, where properties were also destroyed. The demonstrations started peacefully in the morning in front of Harvest House, MDC Alliance headquarters, and degenerated into violent protests as they split and moved to HICC, ZEC headquarters, and ZANU-PF headquarters, western side of the CBD, and ZANU-PF provincial offices, eastern side of CBD, as the day progressed. The Commission found that the rioters were forcing ordinary people who were conducting their day-to-day business to join the riots. This move did not spare the physically incapacitated members of the public. Fake, fabricated and biased news on social media contributed to the violence. Having considered all the evidence, the Commission found on a balance of probabilities that speeches made by political leaders, mostly the MDC Alliance, before and after the elections heightened tensions and played a part in inciting some members of the public to protest. The influence of these speeches is evidenced by demonstrators reproducing in many cases word for word the language used at the rallies in their songs and speeches during the demonstrations. During the pre-election rallies, the MDC Alliance had taken a position that if their presidential candidate, Nelson Chamisa, did not win the election, they would protest, a threat that they implemented.
However, MDC spokesperson Jacob Mafume dismissed the findings of the Commission, describing them as bizarre.
We as the MDC are not deceived by the haste or the seeming haste that Mr. Mnangagwa has released this report. This report has always been an effort to whitewash the killings of innocent people. The killings of innocent people entrenched Mr. Mnangagwa's position at the head of the state illegitimately. We are of the view that this commission has produced bizarre findings in the sense that it states that the MDC incited violence, yet it then blames the military for having shot and killed people and acted disproportionate. And there is no link between those actions and the MDC leaders and whatever they could have said before the rallies, before August. And the MDC leaders made it clear that the results were still being awaited and the results were not yet out. So they could not have asked people to protest against a decision that has not been yet revealed. Some of the findings are bizarre, like the need to register political parties and the fact that they return the investigations back to the perpetrators. They were supposed to find out when, how, and who was deployed. and who gave the command, who were the military under, and which soldier shot the particular people who were shot. So therefore, they need to have made those findings. The fact that they returned them back to the perpetrators shows that we are back to where we started from.
The commission of inquiry was set up by Mnangagwa to look into the country's most bloody post-election episode in 10 years. This followed wild skirmishes blamed on the opposition, which was not happy with the manner in which the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission was announcing the results of the July 30 election. The MDC was agitated. The slow announcement of results was meant to buy time by ZEC to manipulate the outcome in ZANU-PF's favor. Reporting for NewsZimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. For these and more stories, do visit our website www.newszimbabwe.com and our YouTube channel, NewsMT.